It was another action-packed night in the jungle.
The standard has to be 10 out of 10 every time.
How is this not up to standard?
Tempers are flaring a little bit.
We're not his staff.
This is the Barbaric Barbershop.
Sorry.
I'm so sorry to do this to you. Thank you, mate.
What a gentle touch.
Please! This ringtone is original tune.
I'm not, like, ashamed of having ADHD.
How old were you when you were diagnosed with it?
Last year, mate.
I can't imagine doing this without you being here.
We're in the jungle, baby.
Well, joining me now, ITV News entertainment reporter Rishi Davda, and live from Australia, Sam Thompson's best pal, Pete Wicks. Good to see both of you. It's all getting a wee bit tetchy in there, isn't it?
Yeah, there's some real tension at the moment. And who would have thought it would have been over dishes? But
I know.
Fred, Nella and Josie, they got into it a little bit. Fred wasn't happy, saying that the dishes were dirty. Nella and Josie said, no, we're not your slaves. We're not happy about that.
And he's using too many pots.
Apparently using too many pots.
Using too many
I just cook all in one. All in one,
I think that's probably the best idea.
Practical.
Poor Josie, though, she couldn't do it. I don't blame her, actually. I couldn't do it either.
It was a really tough one, the Bush Tucker trial, the Barbaric Barbershop. She said it was her greatest fear, spiders. So what did she end up with? Spiders.
Well, of course.
And she was out of that box incredibly quickly.
I don't blame her, Rishi. I really don't. It was done in 2 parts, this trial, so the second part, is that tonight?
It is done in 2 parts. Yeah, but the next part is tonight, the Grim Gutter, which doesn't sound any better than the Barbaric Barbershop, but it is I'm a Celeb. It wasn't going to be, you know, roses and daisies.
It's horrid. Ant had his own little trial a mini baby trial, wasn't it?
He did. I mean, it's only fair. You are in the jungle. The critters aren't limited to the campmates. And for people who were eagle-eyed watchers last night, there is a tiny little cockroach on his right shoulder. That's
a terrible way to talk about his pal. Not at all. We don't mean it. There it is. Look, now you have to be... And he didn't even notice.
No.
I love those two.
We're reliably informed that both Ant and the cockroach are doing fine.
I'm very glad.
But
I'm very glad.
Ant won no stars for his challenge.
I know. Those two make it for me. They really do. Their banter and their silliness and just the way that they are just makes that show. It just lifts it to another level. They did tell the truth, though, about Tony's birthday song, because that was supposed to be a wee bit more than it was.
It was. It's a tough place to celebrate your birthday in the jungle. Tony was given a Tim Tam, as were some of the other contestants, which they won on the Dingo Dollar Challenge. He was also gifted a necklace made of bones, which is not something you'd ask for, but I'm sure was well received. You can see it's a wry smile on his face. He gives it a sniff. I don't really want to know what it smelled like. It was Fred's idea, because he refers to Tony as the chief.
Right.
You'll notice they're singing Happy Birthday.
Yes.
The campmates are fond of a dance routine, but Ant and Dec give us the reason as to why it was a song and not a dance this time round.
Right.
Now, I need to clear something up, because a few people have said, why didn't they do the dance for Tony's birthday like they were all preparing and practicing?
That's right, yes.
So they didn't do the dance because Jamie-Lynn's gone, and they were going to do it with Jamie-Lynn.
She was the choreographer.
Because she'd choreographed the whole thing.
So they didn't do a...
so they didn't do it.
Didn't do a dance.
So there you go. Hope that's cleared that up.
Right. And Jamie-Lynn is out. Finally got the luxury item she wanted. She's away.
Yeah, she posted on Instagram saying that she'd finally got hold of her luxury item, which was a picture of her 2 children.
Sweet.
There's some ice cream in there as well, which I feel like after 15, 16 days in the jungle is well-deserved.
Exactly.
She struggled really with being away from her family. I think there were lots of emotional moments
Maybe underestimated it a little bit. And also she didn't really know anybody that was in there. It'd be quite hard. One campmate, though, who's been getting involved in everything is Sam Thompson, and joining me now is best pal Pete Wicks. Do you know what? It was really good to hear him talking about his ADHD and everybody listening to him and understanding.
Yeah, do you know what? Sam got diagnosed last year with ADHD, and it was a big thing for him. And he's been always quite nervous about talking about it, and it's so nice that Marvin and I think Josie were talking to him about it, and they were really supportive. Sam is such an unusual character, and part of that is probably down to the ADHD, because he can be quite a lot, and it's one of his biggest fears is not being accepted, and everyone in there seems to have accepted him as the public have.
Indeed, he's favourite to win, which is fantastic. He loves Tony, though. Are you feeling a little bit that you might be rejected? You might be ousted in favour of Tony and not be the best pal anymore?
Lorraine, we said it last week when I was with you. It was Marvin last week. It's Tony this week. He's just he's using people. He's using people because he's missing me. That's what it is. All right. None of it's going to last. He'll be back in my arms very soon.
He will, of course he will. And listen, how are you coping with the luxury of the beautiful hotel and all of that? Is it all right?
It's a real tough job, Lorraine. I've got to be honest with you, but someone's got to do it. I've been tanning. Although, saying that at the minute, there's been a bit of rain today, which hasn't been great. It's really affecting my tanning.
Well, exactly.
But I've made up for that by having a few beers.
Well, listen, you want your boy to stay in there till the bitter end, because the longer he stays in, the longer you get to have a lovely time.
Exactly. I'm really enjoying the peace and quiet, so I really want him to win for two reasons. I think it'd be good for him, but mostly because I get to enjoy Australia without him. So the longer he stays in, the better.
Well, I'll tell you what, we'll see him tonight doing the trial. You'll be there voting, I'm sure. And I honestly do think he can go all the way. I really do. And I don't think we're going to see anybody leaving tonight because two people have gone. So maybe, I don't know. We'll need to wait and see.
I think he's going to go the way. He's definitely going to win. I can't wait to see him do more trials. The more he does, the better for me. I like to see him in pain.
You're so naughty. Right, we're going to talk to you lots more. It's lovely to see you for now. Thank you. Enjoy the luxury. Enjoy the luxury. That's the joy of it, isn't it, Rishi? And we might not see somebody going out tonight. It might be later on.
Yeah, I think potentially we've got a few more days before we see an eviction.
Yeah, because of the two people that had to go. Fascinating. It's just fascinating. Thank you for your insight, as always. I'm a Celeb continues tonight, of course, 9 o'clock on ITV1.